Tomb of the Werewolf opens with a lady tied to a tree and chesticles. We've got chesticles. It's written and directed by Fred Olen Ray, so it's still up in the air on what kind of movie we're going to have. He did everything from late-night cable to Lifetime-style family movies, and even a Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Quick note, if you're going to do a blood summoning ritual, don't cut the palm of your hand. That's the worst place you can cut.
Why hast thou summoned me, Elizabeth Bathory?
You're telling me this is the Countess Elizabeth Bathory? The serial killer from the late 1500s? Oh boy.
Hold, treacherous one. It is simply not enough to kill. That will not suffice.
Where'd they find this guy? The local community theater? So Elizabeth here has to sacrifice people to stay immortal and young. And the kill here is actually pretty well done. It's subtle and it looks cool. There's just one problem. She just stands there and rubs blood on her face for 60 seconds. It just keeps going. Fast forward to modern times, and we have a couple hanging out. They get a call from their boss.
Tony's all over it.
Yeah, she was. Great set of knockers on that chick, too. Huh?
What? The boss says this guy needs to be at a meeting in 20 minutes. So what does he do? He goes to the... He has sex? Dude, you've got 20 minutes to get across town in Los Angeles. There's no way you have time for anything other than leaving immediately.
Nothing for me, I'm driving.
Then you need a scotch.
No, really, I'm okay.
Nonsense. Joe, get my friend here a scotch, please.
What a great boss. Nothing says responsibility like making your employee drink and drive. Well, he's sending them to a castle in Europe to find a treasure and film it for a TV show.
Well, don't get your panties in a wad if you're going to.
Tell me more.
Well...
And I'm not wearing any panties.
And I'm still not sure what kind of movie this is. Is it horror? Horror comedy? Late night cable? We get a flashback to Elizabeth Bathory tricking a guy to save his wife's life, and he gets cursed as a werewolf. I think? This whole scene felt like it was thrown in. Like they forgot to include the origin of the werewolf, so they whipped something up real quick. Miniature? We have miniatures. They actually paid someone to build a little castle instead of using stock footage of a castle. I'm actually kind of impressed, given the budget so far. Now in the past, we've seen the amazing werewolf transformations from an American werewolf in London, and the Company of Wolves. Shoot, even Van Helsing for that matter. This is not one of those. I guess we're in Europe now? Why are they in a car from the 1950s?
This is some layout.
Does the audience get to see the layout? No? Moving on to the next scene? Okay then. The host offers drinks and he calls Elizabeth? So my initial reaction when I saw her was this. I audibly said, ah, geez.
No point in saving the good stuff after all. I'm not paying for it.
Cut to a shoehorn scene of these two ladies topless and making out. But it doesn't go full softcore like Alabama Jones and the Breasty Crusade did. This feels more like the halfway house. Let me give you a quick rundown on how I think the producers' meeting went down for this movie. Okay, fellas, this script is not good. It's been 15 minutes since something happened. What should we do? Add some special effects? No, too expensive. What about a B-movie celeb cameo? What part of too expensive don't you understand? How about two topless chicks make out? That's it! You've saved the movie! What? That's literally the same exact car that dropped them off at the castle.
That may be the car from the village.
Does the village really only have one car? The last guest arrives and, geez. It's the werewolf guy's dead wife. I have no idea what's going on now.
Should I be reading your mind right now?
I hope not.
And action.
Oh, yes.
Be careful you don't burn out the charger. Remember India?
Did he say Inya? You know what's fun? When you're watching a movie and a topless chick is on screen and your wife walks in and says, "So, what you watching?" The psychic has a vision of the werewolf dying and, actually, that better be pure silver or it won't kill the werewolf.
It's pure silver.
Fred Olen Ray coming through knowing some nerd would say, "Oh, well, that better be silver." I mean, what kind of dork would say that?
You're looking at my necklace.
Nope, he wasn't looking. This dope falls for the old hypnotizing necklace trick. Dooms mankind to werewolves, but hey, who hasn't fallen for the old hypnotizing necklace trick? Wait, are we flashing back here? We're not? This is a modern-day villager? I'm genuinely curious what Fred Olen Ray's perception is of Europeans in 2004. So at this point, my wife asked if this was a scene from Titanic. You know, I'm king of the world. She doesn't watch a lot of movies. Apparently, they were saving the kill count for right now. The werewolf kills the villager and a hunter, and the deaths are way better than I expected. He's ripping flesh from their necks with his teeth, and it's awesome. Enough about werewolves, though. Time for lesbians. What you don't see here is a topless chick laying in a bed down here. And this is the longest scene of this yet? 2 minutes? What the heck? What was the point of that scene? There's literally no reason for it at all. Well, I suppose we know the reason for it.
Read, and lest we forget, really, really, really gross dead things and stuff.
She is shattering that glass ceiling, I see.
She's probably chained to a wall somewhere.
Guess what they cut to? Christy chained to a wall getting killed by Elizabeth. But she's naked, so you only get a screenshot. Wait, what's going on in the background here? This castle has carpeted spiral stairs? Is this really a castle or a 1970s pimp mansion? So the group goes outside, and we periodically cut to random people getting killed. To be fair, Fred Olen Ray knows what makes for a good horror movie. I refer you to Cocaine Werewolf.
Where I give the fans what they want. Lots of blood and lots of boobs.
Lady Eleanor Taninsky. Or at least her ghost.
What? That's why the psychic looked like the dead wife? She's actually her ghost? She was literally drinking bourbon with the group. Ghosts can't drink bourbon. I call shenanigans. She and Elizabeth physically fight. Any chance we can go over the rules of ghosts again, please? No? Okay. Ghost Lady rips off Elizabeth's necklace, and we get some sweet, sweet special effects. She stabs the wolf, and meanwhile, listen to the music. My wife saying it looked like Titanic wasn't that far off now, was it?
Well, what happened here?
Something that's gonna change me for the rest of my life.
Oh, what's that?
No. Boo! And that's how it ends. So should you watch it? Yes. Especially if you're a fan of Fred Olen Ray. He has some cool kills with fleshy sinew getting ripped out, and it's only an hour and 15 minutes without the end credits. Now, do you know who played Elizabeth Bathory? Michelle Bauer. She's a legend in the low-budget verse. She's done a bunch of Fred Olen Ray movies, and is still starring in movies to this day, with a few upcoming movies that I just realized are already on my waiting list. Nightmare Party, Twerk of Terror, and Trash's Revenge, Return of the Living Dead's universe. Like I said at the beginning, it was written and directed by Fred Olen Ray. If you don't know him, he's also a legend in the low-budget verse. He's probably best known for sharing director duties with Jim Wynorski on Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, but he also did Alienator and my personal favorite, Dinosaur Island from 1994, that also has Michelle Bauer in it. And it also has a younger Becky LeBeau. She's one of the ladies from Bigfoot or Bust. Go check out my review on that one. All in all, this movie is fun. It's a group watch kind of movie. Invite some friends over for a movie night, have some fun. The sexy scenes go on just long enough to start making fun of them, and then they move on before they hit the point of Alabama Jones's 8-minute scenes you can skip. The wolf has that old school Wolfman look, and they definitely put time into making the kills look cool. Now, I recently had a conversation on Twitter/X with Sean about another Fred Olen Ray movie that he had hoped I'd be riffing. I had totally forgotten about it though, so we're doing a doubleheader Fred Olen Ray-a-thon. If he wants to spill the beans about what movie is coming next in the comments, I say spill those beans, sir. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss it, and if you have a movie suggestion, feel free to let me know down below. That's it for this one. I'll see you next time on Bad Movies Deep Dive with me, Dave.